Hey, how y'all doing? My name is Kadie, and I am the creator as well as host of the How Y'all Doing podcast. This pop culture show will focus on the latest pop culture news, headlines, trendy topics, and don't grab your mugs too fast because, let's just say, hot tea will be served. I'm just happy to be here, to be honest. Yes, once again, my name is Kadie, and I created this podcast as an extension to my journalism content Instagram account under the same name. Speaking of which, you are probably wondering how I came up with the name and all that good stuff. Well, the reason is simple and catchy. Television, period. Hey, how y'all doing has three meanings to me, which is the epitome of the core sections in pop culture today. As you're about to hear, I got the inspiration from three iconic television shows.
Hey. How y'all doing?
Hey. How you doing?
How you doing? What you doing? How you doing?
It's a fun play on those same words, right? Aside from the media meaning of the phrase and title of this podcast, I really want to ask people how they are doing, whether it's conversing with my fellow hosts, special guests, or the public in general. As an introvert, this sounds a bit much, but I wanted this to be a safe space and open space for others to speak on various topics because we all know television, social media, music, and film can bring hot takes. Sure does. I learned my fair share in hot takes while I served as creator of my first podcast that I hosted as a student at Cal State Long Beach titled Son of a Beach. That's how I used to pronounce it too. Before all the titles and positions, I got my introduction to pop culture and its nostalgic attributes at a young age. In grade school, it was hard for me to make friends as I was teased a lot. Yeah. Even after moving to a different city and school during 6th grade, I was called names and was often left out during lunch amongst other activities. It's giving Mean Girls, literally. And her name is Katie Heron. My name is Kadie as well, and you know that scene where they're like eating lunch and she goes in the bathroom? That was me. But basically, I was alone. Sad, right? Then I was pretty sad as a teen because all I wanted was to fit in. That was until I grabbed my first J14 magazine. Yes, ma'am. After school, my sister and I would head to the nearest grocery store and read various magazines while waiting for our mom to pick us up. Taking personality quizzes, putting magazine pages of Taylor Lautner on the front cover of my binder. Yes, Team Jacob, of course. Seeing peak 2000s fashion looks, which is trending again. It never left. Reading stories about all my fave Disney stars dating and more not only brought joy, but helped me identify aspects of pop culture and its significance. It introduced me to television shows along with movies during my peak preteen and teenage years like High School Musical, my favorite, Lemonade Mouth, this list is so good, iCarly, Hannah Montana, That's So Raven, Camp Rock, Drake and Josh, and Victorious. Reading magazines and visiting sites like oceanup.com, who remembers that one, brought me to shows like The Secret Life of the American Teenager, Degrassi, and various MTV shows at the ripe age of like 12. I had no business watching MTV at the age, but from like the ages to 10 to 12. But it was popping. They had May, they had My Super Sweet 16, they had a Cribs. Like, it was popping. Silent Library. Oh, what good times right there. Eventually, I knew or discovered the long way in between my college years that I wanted to write and interview arts and culture stories. My role as arts and life editor at the now Long Beach Current, congratulations, was life-changing, and it makes me want to dive deeper into this world because there's news like every minute, at least when I refresh on Twitter, of course. And no, I'm not going to call it X, it's Twitter, thank you. That lonely girl who picked up a J14 magazine after school at the local Stated Bros now has a bachelor's degree, yes ma'am, in journalism, and hopes to write for other entertainment publications so another introverted girl or boy can be inspired. That is why, hey, how y'all doing, means so much to me. Like, yes, of course, the variations of the phrase are so iconic, but so are the conversations we will be conducting in this program. I gave y'all like a crash course on how I began my passion for pop culture news, and as the episodes progress, you will get to know more about me and events I've attended as media and so on, all that good stuff. But until then, let me introduce you to my other amazing hosts. Time to introduce the one and only Kaitlyn.
Hey everyone, my name is Kaitlyn Rowell. I'm so excited to be a part of this project. For those who don't know me, I am a chronically online 23-year-old teenager who loves the world of pop culture, talking music, and of course, a bit of chisme. Our podcast is definitely in its early stages, but you can for sure expect to hear me chime in on whatever is trending on Twitter. No, I will not be referring to it as X or TikTok. A little bit about what I obsess over. Currently, that would be my man, my husband, my Pinoy pride, Manny Jacinto. WWE, storyline-wise, either the Drew McIntyre versus CM Punk feud or the Judgment Day versus Terror Twins saga that is unraveling. Also, randomly, those memes that are like, me, if raspberries were real. If you know, you know. It's like the caption and then just a picture of like whales and rainbows, like a photo that you would find on a random folder at the 99-cent store in 2006. Yeah, that. Look it up. I enjoy this for the simplicity of it, but I digress. So that's gonna be it for me for now. I can't wait to talk to all of you again soon. Bye!
Woo! Talk about an introduction. Thank you. Let's keep the fun going by introducing the next host, Rosie.
Hello everyone, my name is Rosaura Montes, but you can call me Rosie, and I'm so excited to be joining this podcast with Kadie and Kaitlyn. This podcast was meant to happen, and I couldn't be more thrilled to be here. I can't wait for you all to experience this project with us. One thing you have to know about me is System of a Down is my all-time favorite band. I have been a fan since I was in middle school. I was nicknamed System of a Down Girl. Lately, I have been listening to a lot of cumbia music and I'm having so much fun. I absolutely love going to the cinema and I try to catch every movie I want to watch. I have so much fun going by myself because it's my safe space and I get to have my quiet time where no one can bother me. My biggest interest in pop culture lies in movies, so you'll most likely hear me talk about the latest movie news, updates, opinions here and there, and more. I can't wait for this podcast to be released for you to all enjoy. Thank you so much for your support. This is Rosaura Montes, and I'll catch you later. Bye!
Thank you to my amazing fellow hosts, Rosie and Kaitlyn, for sharing such a passion for pop culture. Like me, it's giving Powerpuff Girls. We are going to have a blast and have some cool things prepared for all the listeners as our podcast develops. Lastly, I just want to say thank you for listening, of course. This has been Kadie here. See you next time for the official first episode of Hey, how y'all doing? Premiering on September 19th. Be there or be squared. Bye.